I love neurosciences because we make a difference.
What I like about neuroscience is that with each and every patient, we get to see something different and unique, and we can treat them in a different and unique way.
What I love about neuro is the patients are complex. You really need to use good assessment skills to be able to make the right decision for your patients.
I love neurosciences because it's a very fast-paced set of imaging that can greatly impact and help resolve any issues patients may be having.
I enjoy working with patients and being a part of their healing and recovery process.
It's really amazing to get to have such a positive impact on somebody's life and actually see that you're making a difference.
It's interesting to see how the brain works and how quickly it can heal itself.
I really feel like the brain in neurosciences is the difference between living a life and being alive.
The most rewarding thing about neurosciences is seeing the patients who have good outcomes after their stroke.
What's rewarding for me about my job is that I help people. Because without imaging, we can't quickly diagnose patients. We may have an idea of what's wrong with them, but imaging them verifies the problem very quickly.
When they go home from the hospital, how they'll recover or continue to follow up and stay a part of our care is really rewarding.
The most rewarding thing is seeing the effect after our procedures, just seeing the happiness on their faces.
Knowing that you put yourself in another patient's life and you were able to take care of them, that's very rewarding.
Well, see the good results from the patient, the good outcome.
I come home and it's a huge difference because I'm in a good mood and I want to talk about it, and I want to just share with everybody how good of a day I had because I had good patients and I saw good progression.
Knowing that you made a difference and knowing that you personally helps to improve them.
What makes me feel good is knowing that I was able to save someone. And just knowing that I did the best that I could and that my team did the best that we could, that's enough for us.
I was interested in neuro during my nursing school. I started here as a care partner and just continued working as a nurse and fell in love and haven't left.
The brain is just so interesting to me. A lot of things in medicine are really black and white, but no pun intended, there's a lot of gray area in the brain. So I really found it interesting and rewarding to be able to help these patients, again, really have the best quality of life that they can have.
It's focused on one thing as neuro, and that's why I like it.
Neurosciences definitely took advantage of my muscle, for especially the physical therapist here. Ever since then, it's been about 3.5 years, so still here.
When this opportunity came up, I was so excited to have a chance to, make such a difference and see so many different things and different patients and make such an impact in the life and the community of the patients we see.
It just seemed like such an intense yet great field to go into.
When I originally applied, it was on cardiac neuro, and I come from actually psychiatric, and I wanted to broaden my scope, and I decided to take the leap, and I did, and I enjoy every second of it.
What I love about patient care is seeing the patient from the beginning all the way through their discharge.
I think the great thing about patient care is making connections, those trusting relationships with the care team.
My favorite part about patient care is the interactions that we get with families and patients and the planning that we have to do in order to get them the best outcome after their stroke.
I love patient care, and that's why I'm a nurse. I love being the one that a patient can count on, being there, trying to anticipate their needs, talking them through their diagnosis, the situation. You really get close to patients and their families.
I love patient care. It's one of my favorite things about being a nurse. I love helping people. I love seeing them improve.
I really love everything about patient care. It's being there with people at some of the worst moments of their life and doing what you can to just help them through what's happening in that moment.
I like turning people's bad days into a decent day. I mean, nobody wants to be in the ER, but if I can make it a little bit better on them, that's what I like doing.
I love to teach families and patients about their illness and how they can recover from stroke and what their best outcomes will look like.
It's like being there for the family and the patients. It's kind of being at the bedside is what I love.
Stroke equals time, so we want to catch it, get the patient treated so they can hopefully reverse any effects.
What I love about patient care is I imagine that this is my family. I would want my family to have someone there who cares and who is going to be an advocate for them when they can't speak for themselves.